The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Jesse Holley, Kurt Daniels, and Nate Newton.
What's going on across the sea? It ain't frontin'. What's going on, fella? That's right. That's a live look at the Tostitos Championship powder. Our camera is back up and working. They're getting ready for a little basketball out there, a little Conference USA tournament coming to town. You know, I love me some good basketball, man. That's still my favorite sport, man. At the core.
Yeah,
I love basketball. I played this morning, 5:30 this morning.
Ooh,
I played this morning.
5:30.
Yeah, I love basketball, man. But that's a live look at Tostitos Championship Plaza. With today's high being 81 degrees, I love this time of year too. I love March. I love March in Texas because that weather begins to break. And I'm always happy of the good 73 to about 85 degrees. That's good to me right there. But he is the three-time Super Bowl champion, Nate Newton. That is the incomparable senior editor at DallasCowboys.com, Kurt Daniels. I am just old Zaddy Holly.
No.
Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak. Nate.
I'm just looking at the TV that flashed up Tony Pollard 1 year.
Nah, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, you better hurry up because I'm not waiting today. I'm not waiting today, bro. Yeah,
Tony Pollard, we all know, has been franchised.
Okay.
We're going to get into that, but our boy Nate, as you all know, also, by the way, we're going to take your phone calls today. So 888-855-2297, 888-555-2297. In the second and third segments, we'll take some of your phone calls. Remember, this segment is brought to you by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. As you all know, our boy Nate Newton is a road warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we left the show last week, and just no mention of it, no anything.
No,
just nothing.
So. Mm-hmm.
We leave the show last week. And about 4 or 5 hours later.
No, 2 hours later.
Was it like 2 hours later?
Yes, I looked at the clock.
And Nate's on the road. And you're just like, wait.
No, he sent a picture of Wichita Falls.
Yeah, like just.
City limits.
He just goes. And then I got to say, Chris, you were the one that said it.
Of course I was.
Chris was the one that said it.
I know
Chris.
geography, and I know if he's headed that way, there's only one direction
There's
to
only
go.
one direction to go. He went up to see his boy, Mr. I Ain't Hard to Find. Mr. Bringing my luggage.
We coming.
And
we bringing Louis.
You went up to Boulder, Colorado. You saw Coach Prime. Is Coach doing good? How's Colorado? And is he trying to still recruit you to be on his staff?
Now, I'm going to tell you, man, I enjoyed it. I got there. I stopped that night, about 2 hours outside of the little area where, he coaches at. And then that morning I finished. I got there at 10. I saw him. We whooping it up. And you talking about a facility that is second to none? I didn't know it was that beautiful up there. But anyway, fast forward around about 3 o'clock, snow started flying. Y'all know Big Newman's back on the Oklahoma line. Five hours later, I was back on the Oklahoma line. Yeah, so I enjoyed myself, man. But man, I'm trying to be patient, man. Yeah.
All right.
Let's overpay again.
Let's get to it. You all know the news. Tony Pollard yesterday was franchise tag. Today is the deadline. I think it's 3 p.m. Central Time, Chris, is the cutoff date.
So.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Central Time is the cutoff date. Tony Pollard, franchise tag, $10.1 million for the running back. He'll be coming off the fibula injury and a high ankle sprain. They said he should be ready by training camp. So, Nate, with no further ado, how do you feel about this signing?
I'm going to say it again. This is what disappointed with me. This is what disappoints me. And maybe it's going to be different with a different play caller. Last year we signed Schultz for how many? $12 million or whatever it was for tight ends.
Around 10.
And the first thing I said is I know he's going to have 100 passes. I know he's going to have 10 touchdowns. You know, I knew he was going to almost be at 1,000 or more yards for this type of money. If you're not going to use him, why did you pay him? And we didn't sign him to a long-term deal. Now we got Tony Pollard, who's a more explosive player, a better athlete, can get him. Now, if he don't have somewhere near 250, 260 touches,
both receiving and
receiving and running,
mm-hmm.
why did we do this? Why? I don't mind giving them money. Give these players their money. But Gallup coming off an injury, all the money we paid him for that year, last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. We didn't use him. What? The only person that get used for their money is Dak. Everybody else, all of a sudden, we get paid and we find out ways not to use them.
And then you get used for your dollars over there, Harry Hines every now and then.
To death? To death. Man, Jesse, that's my only problem. That's why I'm sitting here shaking my head. If Tony Pollard going to miss 4 or 5 games, I'm going to be like, why?
Yep. He better be healthy.
I mean, why? We know how explosive Tony is. We know he's a game changer. But he'll be ready in the 5th game. Wow. He'll be back himself by the 8th game. Then all of a sudden we like.
That's the key. He should be back by training camp, but will he be the same? How quickly will he be back to the same?
That's my only argument, Jess. Mm-hmm. And then if this is the ceiling, the $10 million is the ceiling, I'm good with him. But if this is the floor and this has got to go up, I ain't good with this.
Talk about negotiation. Normally, when teams franchise a player, it's to stop them from entering free agency and allow them to potentially work out some sort of a long-term deal. That's still on the table, right? That's not on the table. They can still work out a long-term deal with Tony Pollard, and then that franchise tax come off, and you can work it out there. But Kurt. To Nate's point, you talk about allocating funds. Well, this backfield right now, $26 million backfield.
Yeah.
Zeke's due $16 million next year. Tony Pollard is under the franchise tag is due $10.1 million. So you're talking about a $26 million backfield. We all understand the business. We all know that's not realistic. No. We all know that Zeke is not going to make $16 million this year. But we also know that there's one, maybe 2 other options. And there's been players, significant players in the past for the Cowboys that they didn't even offer significant pay cuts to. They deemed it disrespectful. Talking about DeMarcus Ware, talking about players like Des Bryant. Didn't even offer them an opportunity to say, I'll take less. Yeah. But we understand and know that Zeke is going to have to take a little bit of a haircut. Not a little bit. He's going to have to take a lot.
Yeah.
He's going to get ball headed. He got to get butt naked, booty, ball headed.
He got to get it.
We're going to put tape on his skin and strip his back and everything, bro.
But Kurt, my question to you is realistically, what is a number that you will be satisfied for Zeke Elliott to accept to still be a part of this football team? Or do you say, you know what? We thank you for your services. Yeah. You've been really good. Hey, in a couple years, come on back. We got a spot over here on 1 Frisco Way. We're going to put the number 21 out there. Mm-hmm. We're going to give you a placard. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna call it a day. Do they say that, or do they try to give him a deal?
Right now, they have the highest paid running back and the 9th highest paid running back, which is not, like you said, it's not going to work. But I don't know. I mean, how much do you pay a number 2 running back? I mean, guys making $16 million.
Just go to Kansas City and you'll see. Yeah. And go right to Philadelphia and you'll see.
Are they going to tell Zeke, you have to take $3 million this year or $5 million this year or you're gone? I mean, is that even a realistic conversation?
Fellas, stop. Are you trying to win games?
Yes.
Are you trying to have a high dollar country club over there? See,
They've been known to have both.
Yes, sir. During the season, you'll hear me defend players. You'll hear me go overboard and say wild things. This team, and you talk about it so much, Jess, their window is this big.
I thought you meant.
Their window used to be, not the Shannon this big.
Okay.
Not the Shannon. Their window just a few years ago was open like this.
Yep.
This one is like this. Yeah. And if you don't go the right way in team building, and this year and next year, you're not gonna have a window.
So you don't even worry about bringing Zeke back.
You know what? I would have see DeMarcus Ware. They should have had that discussion. I'm not saying they didn't, but they should have had a discussion with DeMarcus Ware before they let him go to Denver. Now Dez was a different animal altogether, hard to control, a very boisterous, guy in the locker room, not always positive. So I understood that. Go to Zeke, look him in his face, and say, Zeke, this is disrespectful. This is what we can give you.
Right.
We'll make it ironclad. Ain't no playing around. Whatever we offer you is guaranteed. It's gonna be pennies anyway, and offer it to him and let him tell you no.
Okay, so all right. Let's just say, for saying's sake, that they go and they offer Zeke what some may deem or they may have deemed a disrespectful deal. Let's just say that deal is $2-3 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now you have Tony Pollard. You have Zeke Elliott. Roughly $12 million. You have Malik Davis in there, but
That's right.
Those two being your primary backs, are we still okay? Because Zeke ain't what Zeke used to be.
No.
Even at pennies, and that's my fear. Like even if you bring him back at pennies, are you still a little bit eager to get him in the flow of things? Are you still eager to get him the football?
There's a pressure to put him in.
It ain't no pressure. The new coach don't know him.
The new coach, the OC know him.
But the new running back coach don't know him. Come on, man.
But now you have Tony Pollard, and you just said it before. I don't know if you said it on air or during the break. But Tony Pollard coming off this injury, will he be ready?
He's the man.
But will he be ready for Will he be ready for training camp?
And that's where Malik Davis and Zeke share it. And then when Tony get back, this is.
So now
thing.
you have a back coming off an injury, and I'm not saying like and the thing about his injury, like he didn't. There was some small ligament damage that was in there, correct?
Yeah.
But most of it can be recovered from. But you're talking about now having an aging, often injured running back in Ezekiel Elliott and another running back coming off of injury who, again, he's still in his mind, I know I'm franchised and I know $10 million has changed my life significantly, but I'm still out here trying to get a deal from somewhere, somehow. So maybe he's coming back a little bit too fast. Mm-hmm. Are you okay with those two running backs in your backfield as being your two primary ball carriers?
One question, one has already been answered. The one has already been answered because they tagged him. So one has already been answered. They have told you the reality of the thing. You have, if he's signed, you have Tony Pollard. Mm-hmm. Yep. End of discussion. Over with. You have Malik Davis under contract. The only question is Zeke. That's the only question. You look him in his face, man. Everybody, man up. Drop him. Okay, Zeke, this is what we giving you. Zeke, do you want it? Right. If he say no, then you go out and you find you. One thing that we've been going at, you was over here in the other chair, we've been going at this Zeke thing forever. Now we have a chance to say, hey, Zeke, this is what you're really worth.
Yeah. But okay, but I don't, maybe I'm not following you. But do you even want Zeke? Do you even need Zeke at this point? Why even offer him $1 million or $2 million? Because
and if you decide you don't, then
you can get a much younger, much cheaper, fresher legs. You can bring another guy in here to be your second or maybe even third running back. I mean,
there's veteran guys out there ready to come in.
Yeah, but do you need to pay that for that kind of player?
I'm entertaining the Zeke thing, thinking Zeke may want to be here. If Zeke don't want to be, Zeke might not want to be here.
Right.
So if he don't want to be here, we. But two things are for sure. Tony Pollard gonna sign his tag. Malik Davis is here. Now whether Zeke is the backup or whether they go get another guy, I'm good with that. But you cannot pay anything over $15 million for all these 3 running backs.
True. Yeah.
You cannot. Fellas,
That's what I don't.
where do you win? You win in the offseason.
Yeah.
You ain't going to win during the season. You got to win during the offseason.
I just think at this point, Zeke has been a great player for this franchise. He's put his heart and soul into it. He's done all he can, but it's a business decision. Thank you, sir. We're moving on.
Okay,
and
that's
I
cool.
I think I'm going to agree with Kurt. I think,
That's cool.
I think that's what it is, and I think the other business decision that we have to make is that we have to pay some bills. So I'm going to take a business decision, and I'm going to go to this first commercial break of the show. When we come back, we're going to talk about the other big money guy on this football team, your quarterback, the $49 million man. He's lost a couple people on his side and the offensive side of things. Is that going to help or hurt Dak Prescott going forward and everything that this Cowboys offense will
Y'all may not get the call in today. We finna go. We finna rock this.
Nate.
Yeah, we finna rock this, man. Yeah, I'm adamant, bro, about what's happening here today. Come on, Jess, let's go.
Nate, Kurt, Jess,
Blockchain up. Blockchain up,
this is
man. Let's
Hangin'
go.
with the Boys.
Chicken,
We'll be right
whatever
back.
we got today. Let's go, man.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of fan you are. So whether you're a die-hard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Hey Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys on this off-season Tuesday edition. Kurt Daniels, Nate Newton, Jesse Holly. We are Hanging with the Boys. This segment is brought to you by Blockchain, blockchain.com. This spring is here. April shall bring May flowers, but it also brings the spring football youth camps. Registration is now open for the 2023 Dallas Cowboys Youth Football and Cheer Camps presented by Invisalign. Use promo code SPRINGBREAK23 for $25 off camps on March 14th or 15th at AT&T Stadium. Visit DallasCowboys.com/camps. Go out there and do those camps that are run by my boy, Danny McCray.
D-Mac.
If he's not on Survivor or Naked and Afraid or whatever one of these reality TV shows.
Challenge.
The Challenge. Man. All right.
Challenge champion.
We are going to take some of your phone calls. 888-855-2297. I
Better come correct or you're going to get cut off. I promise you.
We are going to take some of your
You better
phone
come
calls.
correct.
But Dak Prescott, the $40 million man, I've dubbed Dak in many situations as one of the most mentally tough football people, humans in the game. Just everything that he's been through, right? Life, on and off the field, the pressure of being the quarterback, injuries, the spotlight, Cowboys are always in everyone's A block and is always centric around the quarterback. Well, this offseason, after losing the playoffs, coming back, you have the number, $49 million. Well, in that, Dak Prescott loses his offensive coordinator and his friend, Kellen Moore. He heads over to the LA Chargers. His quarterback coach is gone. His favorite target likely will be gone as well, in Dalton Schultz. And then, at the end of the day, if you let me and Kurt tell a story, his best friend's gone too because they're getting rid of Zeke. So, how does he respond?
It's not a change.
How does and this is a part of the business. This is a part of the business where your friends, your buddies, your favorite coaches, they sometimes go.
Yeah.
How do you think he responds to that, Kurt?
Well, like you said, he's always proven to be mentally strong, I think. So you would hope, and like also it's part of the business, so you would hope that it wouldn't faze him, that he'd just jump right in.
But even in that, we've seen player after player after player after veteran guys who know what the business is but are still hurt.
Yeah.
When it comes time for that franchise to kind of, move on without them. I was listening to a podcast and I was listening to Eddie George, and he talked about when he came to Dallas. He was like, yeah, I didn't want to go to Dallas.
Oh, really?
He was like, I wanted to stay in Tennessee. Yeah. He's like, but they ain't even offered me nothing. Like it just let me. And he was like, I was hurt. It took me a minute.
Get over it.
It took. But people know it's a business. But still, there are players that sometimes they look up and they go, man, that bummed me out. That affected me.
Get over it.
I'm sure not having your friend along or whatever. Him and Zeke came into the league together. They've been tight. I'm sure that would take a little bit of be disappointing to him, especially off the field. But on the field, you would hope, like Nate says, he would get over it and play well.
Brother, we're supposed to be in the game-winning business.
Mm-hmm. But they're still humans at the end of the day, Nate, right? Like we are. We are in the game-winning business.
They cut me and Deion went on by this life. They cut me and Mike Irvin went on by this life. They cut a whole lot. I was friends with all Tony Pollard. They cut him, and I just didn't get another roommate. Get over it. You are paid for a job to get over it. I know you're a human. I've been there. I see what kids are going through today. I see what Zeke has been. We've all, at some point in time, have been disappointed. But we're in a business that deserves the utmost respect and care. Somehow, some way, get over it. Because when the season starts, everybody will be where they're supposed to be, and you will once again we'll be looking at you. How are you going to handle this, Dak? As ugly as I sound and as ugly as it is, that's the reality of this game.
You're right.
We need big things from Dak.
Huge.
Yeah.
We need big things from Dak. We need for better consistency from him, and I understand, man.
Do all these changes help him reach that point, or will it take longer for him to reach that?
I look back, man, and I don't get the names confused, but I'm gonna give you some human beings. They told Tom Brady at the New England Patriots, "We no longer want you." You think he left a few friends behind, a few relationships behind? But what did Tom do? Tom, all right, I show you who I am and what I'm made of. They finna get ready to tell Aaron Rodgers, man, we praying you don't take this player. We praying, just tell us you want to leave. We want you to leave. But he want to hang on to Randall Cobb. Come on, man. It's the game we play. Carr just, what's this kid just signed with the
Derek Carr.
Come on, man.
What do you think?
We got to stop with this and start being a man. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. I'm ready for it. Come on, Jess. Let's go.
You're right. As harsh as it sounds, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like, you're paid a very handsome amount of money to perform. Your feelings have to be put to the side. Because we cut somebody, because a coach is no longer here. Nate's right. This is a business. It is a cutthroat business. Yeah. The quicker you learn that, the better off that you are. And he's right. In the other sense is that they're expecting big things from Dak. Yeah. And Steven and Jerry, they don't give a damn if your friend is here or not.
Right. Do you think
because I'm signing a check for you for $49 million this year.
Yeah.
So, damn who your friend is.
Right.
Damn
but
who
see,
you're close
Dak's
to.
probably saying the same thing. See, if Dak is that tough individual that you admire, he's probably, you know what? He's got, if he's that tough, gritty, Rambo, I come at you with a knife and that's all, and with, my son stuff in my arm and my pack. Come on, man. He ready.
Right.
Do you think they talked to him about any of these decisions?
You know what?
These changes?
I'm going to say no.
I hope not.
I'm going to say no.
I hope not.
Because, there are times where I'm a fan of, hey, go to your vet and have a conversation with him. But for me, with Dak, you don't have enough skin on the wall for me to have a conversation with you. If you brought me a Super Bowl or two, if you consistently brought me to the NFC Championship game, now you're vested.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know what? Let's have a conversation. Let me bring you into this thought process because you've shown and proved that you're worthy enough to be in the big boy conversations. Because I know, we had a conversation about, Tom Brady and guys like there's certain players, when you do enough for the franchise and the organization, you deserve to be brought into that whole conversation. I'm to the point where Dak now I'm just like, here's what we're giving you. You're not in this conversation. Mm-hmm. You figure out what we give you and you make it work. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, we're going to go to break early because we're going to use the entire third segment.
Y'all better come with it. I don't need all your hello, how you doing? You better come with it, or I'm going to cut you off.
Now, you know that I'm usually the one that's more cutthroat.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all your praising Jesse and praising Kurt for his new hairstyle. And Nate, I love your fat jokes. And no, come with it.
All right, 888-855-2297, 888-855-2297. On the other side of this
break, Call of Duty. I'm taking your eye.
We are Call of Duty. Our duty is to take your calls. Jesse, Kurt, Nate, this is Hanging with the Boys. Stay right here with us. We'll be right back.
Bye, Shannon.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Back Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys, this Tuesday off-season edition, and we're not wasting any more time. 888-855-2297. We're taking your calls all this segment. Bring whatever you want, but to Nate's point, you better bring it. Because if not, I'm just the one that'll cut you off. Nate's in his cutting off mode today, so that's real short. All right, Chris, what you got for us?
We've got Lance in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Lance in Cheyenne, Wyoming. What's going on, brother?
Okay, since I can't say good morning to Nate, I'm going to start with Nate. You're talking about 15 for two players. 16 is the best I would do for both of them, 8 and 8.
Well, three players, sir. 3. Malik Collins. Malik Davis. Yes, 3.
Okay, I'm not going to count him. We're talking about the two main ones, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he going to be main. As soon as they release Zeke, he going to be main. Yeah.
Okay, I got no problem with that. Kurt. Yes. I agree 1,000% with you.
Oh, all right.
How about not paying either one of them and go out there and see what they can get, and then we'll talk. Don't pay either one of them. And as far as you, Mr. Host, I agree 1,000%. You brought up a quarterback by the name of Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
They overpaid him. The problem is Mr. Stephen Jones. He doesn't like to pay players. And a good example is Dez Bryant and Terrell Owens, along with Amari Cooper. You gentlemen have a great day.
Thanks, Lance. We appreciate you, man. All right, okay. Lance went around the horn. I thought he was about to say something bad about me. I was about to be like, hey, you agree with Nate, you agree with Kurt, and then you go.
No, he didn't agree with me, but the thing about it is, I was high on my 15 for 3 players. I was high. I was being generous. I'm being real generous.
That's a lot high.
Yeah.
The Chiefs did 3 for like $3 million.
Yeah.
You got that Stephen and Jerry in you.
No. The thing is, you already done gave this kid 10. But go ahead on. I don't want to mess up the callers. They haven't messed up, so I'm not gonna mess up.
All right, Chris, what we got?
We got Bob in the Rio Grande Valley.
Bob in the Rio Grande Valley.
Hey guys, I was very, very excited and happy when they drafted Zeke. I was very much in favor of it. I think he's given it his all, but let's face it, he's out of gas. It's time for us to move on and take that money. Draft us another running back, but take the majority of that money and get us a good offensive lineman who can open up holes and pass block. And then you're going to see that next step, and we just might make it to the Super Bowl. Thank you.
All right.
Did you text him?
Yeah. No. It's just
your playbook.
It's just common sense, man.
That's smooth out of Nate's way.
Yeah, no, that's common sense, Jess. That's common sense.
We ain't never had a Bob from Rio Grande Valley. We always have a Demetrius from Rio Grande Valley. We ain't never had a Bob. How generic is that? Bob from Rio Grande Valley.
Okay.
Did you text him?
One thing about Bob, you can spell it Bob backwards and forward. Okay. Yeah. Now, let me say this right here. 2 years ago, somebody got knocked out because they didn't have an offensive line, and it was the Kansas City Chiefs. All of a sudden, they get an offensive line. And not only was the offensive line dominant, they changed the way the second half of the game played. Fellas, if we don't get an offensive lineman in here, I'm telling you, I'm going to be like.
That's what I don't understand. I mean, if you get a good offensive line, you can throw Malik Davis, whoever back there, right? I mean, not whoever. You can't throw me out there. But, I mean, if you got the offensive line is where it happens, right?
No, games are won and lost in the trenches. Of course, an offensive line definitely helps and shapes and mold. What's up, brother? Helps and shapes and mold what you do offensively, right? It gives you the freedom to be able to call different things and run different things because you have it. And according to Mike McCarthy, what he said in the combine the other day, he wants to run the damn ball. So. What's up, girl? What's up?
Man, all I know is this right here, man. We got another caller. That's rock and roll, man.
Chris,
I ain't going to argue about the offensive line, but you'll see.
See, the old lady like me in here. You see they start blowing? Yeah.
No, they really looking at me, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go ahead on.
What you got, Chris?
Man, my song isn't working, but I got Pastor Q.
Oh.
Come on, Pastor. Let's go, baby.
Why does always Pastor Q always call right before I do something crazy?
Let's go, Pastor.
Y'all always talking about something crazy, man. Like, come on.
Man, he's blowing kisses at girls, too, Pastor Q. You didn't see that, but he's blowing kisses at girls outside the window.
That was a very mature lady that walked by. She was very mature. Very, very, very mature.
Listen, y'all. I want to talk to Nate real quick, really to everybody, about the Zeke situation. Look, he's going to cost you $6 million no matter what. If you cut him, you're going to eat $6 million of dead money if he's post year one. So would you look at that as, okay, I got a range of what I'm willing to pay him? Because it's going to affect you either way. So if it's a renegotiation, I know you're saying about 2 to 3, but do you have flexibility to at least go up to 6? Because you're going to pay that anyway.
No, Pastor. Let me tell you why. Because the bottom line is this right here. Then you'll be forced to use him. You don't want to be in a forced situation. You want to use him as you need him, not because you got to pay him a certain amount of money. Don't let money become the issue. You have to take that away, right away.
I got you. I understand that. Let me ask you one quick thing. What do y'all think about that tight end from Georgia, Darnell Washington?
Well, you know where I stand already. I already said 2-3 weeks ago what I wanted. I wanted the flexi sexy. So I wanted the flexi sexy tight end. I'm standing on that. So I'm with you. I don't know if he's the one for us, but I'm okay with it.
If you're trying to run the ball, though, man, imagine him on either side of the ball. With Terrence Steele, Zach Martin, these linemen over there. He can run like a tight end first. He's 6'7". I mean, you can just do so much with that, man. I mean, I'm probably not a first-round pick, but definitely an asset to have. And McCarthy is a former tight end, and that West Coast offense, he like running those 2 tight end sets, man. So I think something we need to take a look at.
We appreciate your passion. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I like a tight end. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna fight you on that.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna fight you on that.
I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's him, the Georgia kid. But I'm all for a flexi sexy. I'm standing on that. I'm down on that hill. You give me a flexi sexy, control the middle of the football field, can run with him, throw with him. That's gonna help you. That's gonna help you offensively. So
I ain't gonna fight you on that.
All right, Chris, what we got?
I picked up the phone and the person hung up. So
all right, well, I'll do what I do best.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Coach McCarthy tried to tell people the other day, he may have worded it wrong, I was listening to our flagship station, and I was listening to the morning team, and they was like, San Francisco ran 4 plays less than the Cowboys per game because they was talking about how you help your defense. But what you forget is they don't hurry up nothing. They average over 31 minutes a game offensively. That's because they don't hurry up and do nothing. They keep their defense off the field as much as they can. And like I heard one guy say, the best defense is a defense that's sitting over there on the bench because it's not getting attacked. And so I tell people like right here, and that's what Coach McCarthy's saying, know the rhythm of the game. You don't have 2 minutes left before the half, and the first time you come out there, your defense been out there 4 or 5 minutes, and the first thing you do is you throw the ball on first down. Then you make sure you come back real quick and run and throw another ball. You don't do that. You don't play video ball with your defense. You run the ball, you come back and you walk back to the huddle, you take your time, and you find another mid-range running play. And then on your third down, you throw it. And if you do happen to not make it, then you take your time. And that's 3 or 4 minutes you can just eat up by being slower and more deliberate. And a lot of people that, and I don't like that using have not played football, but do not understand the game of football, don't know that. They can't realize that, because most people that call in or most people that talk, they video gamers. Are they fantasy football players? So they want to come on and moan about we not winning, but then if you call them on Friday night, they putting together their fantasy league team. So you either care about what the Cowboys are trying to do or you don't.
Yeah. So you like this what McCarthy said about not playing for stats, but playing to manage the game.
Manage the game and to win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, me and especially Jess, especially towards the middle of the year, and then I kind of steamroll it towards the end of the year. You just, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, but that one interception kept them in the game, or that one interception cost us the game.
Yeah.
And nobody could see that. Yeah. Now we get to the playoffs.
Boom.
Yeah.
And now the haters really hating Dak. Like, wow, big noon. And I'm like, I pointed to Jesse started it.
So McCarthy said that like 30 to 35% of the offense could change, I guess. I think it's what he said. How does that look? Is it new plays? Is it running these plays more? Is it different, like you said, just how does it doesn't sound like a big change, but could it be?
Jesse, this is what I'm thinking is obvious situations where your defense has been on the field for 4, 5, 6 minutes. I don't think he's going to just come out and try to throw 3-9 routes.
But see, this is what I said last year. When people asked about Mike McCarthy and his game management, we're going to answer that question, Kurt. But Mike McCarthy and his game management, and I always would say, people are like, well, he's not doing anything. He's just standing around. How can he not? That is the biggest thing, is when you're in it, there's a different type of rhythm that you pick up on. Like your senses are heightened. The clock, the timeouts. My defense has been on the field. But when I'm just standing there, I'm like not doing anything. I kind of sometimes drift off. Like I'm trying to focus in. I'm trying to stay locked in. And I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm not in control of what's happening.
Okay.
I may miss the clock. I may miss that. You know what? Our defense has been on the field for 8 minutes, 2 drives in a row. Yeah, this series right here, even if we don't get points, we need to eat up 4 or 5 minutes of clock.
Yes.
So that they get a blow. Yeah. And that is the chess match in football, right? You have to be able to look at your team and go, man, our defense, the last 2 series, they've been an 8-play drive, a 10-play drive, and it's totaled up 9 minutes. So now when we get the ball back this time, there ain't no home run plays. Like I gotta methodically move this thing down the field just to eat up some clock. And if I have to punt the football away, I'll do it after 3 or 4 minutes, because that's giving my defense in real time maybe 10 minutes to breathe. And then once we kind of get back, we flip field position, and hopefully our defense gets a stop. Now I can come back out and give them a little bit of something. So I think the part of changing the 30 to 35% is him, yes, incorporating more of his West Coast offense stuff. Because let's be honest, like you hear him talk now and he tried to talk glowingly about Kellen Moore. They ain't see eye to eye.
Doesn't sound like it.
There was a lot of things that Kellen Moore ran or called or did in the game where he was like, I ain't feeling that. And so now it gives him a chance to go back to his bag of tricks and say, I would run more than this, I would run more than that, and so on and so forth. We got a call, Chris?
We do. We got your boy Anthony in Miami.
All right, Anthony in Miami.
Let's go,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Our last call of the day.
All right, guys, I'm a little hoarse. All right, what's up, my dudes? This is what I want to say, man, because I was very frustrated. I'm with Nate. I agree with you. I always agree with you. Running game and all that, this and that. You need your linemen. You know that. And then things are won in the trenches, yeah. You need those D tackles. Let's stop playing. You see why Zach Thomas is getting in the Hall of Fame? Because he had big old Darryl Gardner and Tim Bowens in front of him, plugging up everything. You need that. And finally, you need your quarterback, who I've supported since day one, to step up and stop doing the dumb stuff Kellen Moore was having him doing. He knows better than that. He was inaccurate. He had a great game against Tampa, but he sucked against San Francisco. And he could have done better. People were wide open. He could have changed things at the line, and a lot of times you have to run the ball at the end. Stop trying to throw it all the time. Run it, keep the defense off, even if you have to punt it. Run it. Stop throwing these interceptions. That's all I want to say, man.
Thank you, man.
Well,
nice.
Thank you.
That's a mic drop right there for you. And we'll end on that. He know better.
I'm going to tell y'all something, man. We need another 15 minutes. Can we get another 15 minutes?
No.
Chris, can we get another 15?
I got stuff to do.
Yeah. You can go as long as you want.
You can go as long as you want.
Come on, man. Well, if you're going to have me on air, I'm going to keep talking. If you're not going to cut me off, I'm going to keep talking. You going to keep me on air?
This is more about Jesse than it's about me.
Yeah, this is the great thing about Nate. Some days you get Nate in here, he won't say a word.
I just don't want to.
Some days you get Nate in here.
Y'all know we finna start overpaying. We finna start overpaying dudes.
Yeah. All right, man. That's it for us and our show today. Nate, you can jump on like your IG Live. You can jump on Twitter. You can jump on many different.
I'm coming out to your school, man.
Well, come on in. Come on. We're right now.
Get on your web and with your web page,
Come on, man. Let's do it, man. All right, man. We're out of here. We appreciate all of you calling, man. Until next week.
Great calls today.
My boy Nate.
Great calls today.
Yes,
great calls.
Chris.
The callers.
Audio Jazz. Bro William. Bro Willie. Bro Will. And most importantly, you, the people to keep us the #1 show via YouTube on all across the Dallas Cowboys platform. That's us, Hanging with the Boys. We out!
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!